Welcome back for the third time, part 3. Woo woo! Last one, Intercept Form. Intercept Form is a great form, not seen very often, but does come up. It is y equals a times x minus p times x minus q. Right here, it can be seen right here. You also wrote it at the top of your page yesterday. So, A is the same as standard form and vertex form. The only new thing here is P and Q. P and Q. The A value still tells us if it's happy or sad, so we can find our max and our min. Our P and our Q help find our x-intercepts. We'll be able to find y-intercepts by plugging in 0, just like before. And our vertex has a new fancy formula. Our formula for finding our vertex is x equals p plus q over 2, which can be seen just like this. P plus q all over 2. We need to make sure, look at, when we do p and q, it looks like minus 4, but it flippity-flops to 4. It looks like 5, and it flippity-flops to negative 5. A lot to remember here. You need to remember where P and Q is, and you need to remember to flippity-flop them, just like an H value. P and Q flip and flop. Flippity-flop. Okay. So here, we had 3 times x minus 4 times x plus 5. The x-intercepts, or the roots, were 4 and negative 5, because we flippity-flopped them. After we find P and Q, it's time to find the vertex. So we have x equals P plus Q over 2. The reason we're adding them dividing by 2 is because we know the vertex is going to be right in the middle. So this is going to help us find our x value. So let's plug in P and Q. So P was 4. Q was negative 5, so plus negative 5, all over 2. Okay, so let's do the top first in our calculators. So you add 4 plus negative 5, and you got negative 1, same, negative 1 over 2. Sweet. Negative 1/2, which is the same as negative 0.5. So this is our x value. Remember, we need both halves of the vertex. Right now we have negative 0.5. We need to figure out what our y value is. The only way to figure out our y value is to take our x value and plug it back into the original. So let's plug it in. So we have 3 times plugging in negative 0.5 for x minus 4. Plugging in negative 0.5 again. Don't forget to plug it in twice. Plus 5. Okay, we're going to put all of this in our calculator. So you put that in your calculator. I'm going to do it too. 3 parentheses. Negative 0.5 minus 4 parenthesis. Okay, we're multiplying, so we're going to do another parenthesis. Negative 0.5 plus 5. Close the parenthesis. Click enter. Ew, that's pretty gross, isn't it? After plugging all of that in, you get negative 60.75. I'm going to double check, because that looks kind of big. Negative 0.5 minus 4 times negative 0.5 plus 5. Yep, negative 60.75. That is our y value. Negative 60.75. Let me rewrite this. It's a little squish. Negative 60.75. This is our vertex. Yep, sometimes we get decimals. It's okay. All right. So we forgot to mention our a value is 3. Here's our a value, 3. Since our a value is 3, it's positive, which means our quadratic is a happy guy pointing straight up and has a minimum value. Very good. Can't have a maximum. It's too happy. All right, let's keep on going. Keep on going. Axis of symmetry. Easy peasy. Our axis of symmetry is at our x value. It is x equals negative 0.5. Just like before, it's always that x value. That x value is our axis of symmetry. That reflection, that line goes right through that x-axis. All right, next is our y-intercept. Our y-intercept is found by, again, remember, we plug 0 in for our equation. Plug 0 in for our equation. So I'm going to plug 0 in for all of our x's. 3 times 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 5. Okay, take a second. Plug this bad boy in to your calculator. 3 times 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 5. Okay, I have my answer. All right, what did you get? What did you get? This is equal to negative 60. That means my y-intercept is at the point 0, negative 60. One extra thing we could do if we wanted is we could easily find the intercepts because our intercepts are at whatever P and Q are. Since we knew our P was 4 and our Q was negative 5, we know our x-intercepts would be x equals 4 and x equals negative 5. I know, that's a little extra. I'm doing too much, but you could do it. All right, let's go through another one. All right, intercept form again. Intercept form again. We have 2 times x plus 2, I'll make it bigger, times x plus 4. First thing we always need to do, we need to figure out what is our A, what is our P, what is our Q. Our A value sits right in the front, always A's in the front. 2. P and Q, don't forget, flippity-flop them. Positive 2 becomes negative 2. Positive 4 becomes negative 4. Yeah, you got it. Okay, let's find our vertex. We have our new fancy formula to find our x value. We do P plus our Q all over 2. Okay, when we do our P plus 2 all over 2, we have negative 2 plus negative, not 2, I'm crazy, negative 2 plus negative 4 all over 2. Okay, simplify the top. Negative 2 plus negative 4. Put it in your calculators. Nice, nice, nice. It's negative 6 all over 2. When you divide in your calculator, you get negative 3. Negative 3. Good job. This is the x value. This is only half of it. We need the other half. Only way to find the other half is to plug this back into the OG, back into the original. So we have 2 times, plug in your negative 3, plug in your negative 3, whip out that calculator and get clickety-clacking. 2 times negative 3 plus 2, make sure you have all your parentheses, times negative 3 plus 4. Click enter if you want to try it yourself. Pause the video before I spoil it. All right. Negative 2. Good job, good job. Good job. That's our y value, negative 2. Ooh, look, these are nice numbers. So our vertex is at the point negative 3, negative 2. If we look at our a value is positive, and this is going to help us find our max or min. It's positive, so we have a happy quadratic, which we then have a minimum down there at the bottom of the smile. Minimum. Nice job, nice job. Not a max. No, 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 no. Moving on, our axis of symmetry. Your axis of symmetry is wherever your vertex is, so x equals negative 3. Woo! Y-intercepts, there's only one way to find them, and that is by plugging in 0. Remember, plug in 0. Let's do it. 2 times, wherever you see an x, you put a 0. Times 0 plus 4, parentheses. Let's figure out what this equals. Again, take a second. Try it in the calculator. Pause the video now. Try it yourself. Alright, you got it. You tried yourself, and you got 16. Nice job, folks. Nice job. Our y-intercept then is at the point 0, 16. Last but not least, we have our x-intercept. Remember, this is just P and Q. So our x-intercepts are at x equals -2 and -4. Yay! Nice job. Let's circle our answers right there and right there. Great job. We have one more example. Hold tight. Last one. Last but not least. Here we go. Here we go. Last one. You try all of these all by yourself. Pause the video right now. Do it. Pause the video. Pause it, pause it, pause it. First period. Wake up. Wakety, wakety, wake. Wake, wake, wake. Pause the video. You got it. Alright, you paused the video. I'm proud. You did all of them. You tried your best. Let's check our answers. Your A was 1/2. Your P was flippity-flopped and became 1. And your Q was flippity-flopped and became 4. Good work, good work. Give yourself a smiley face. Give yourself a star. You're doing great. Vertex, vertex, vertex. We use our formula. P plus Q all over 2. Okay, you put in your P, 1 plus 4 all over 2. You got 5 over 2, and you got a gross decimal, 2.5. But that's okay. Decimals are okay. You knew this was only half of the answer. So you decided to go ahead and plug that into the original. 1/2 times 2.5 minus 1 times 2.5 minus 4. You plugged that whole thing into your calculator, didn't you? The fraction included, and you guys did an excellent job being super careful and double checking all of your work. You got -1.125. -1.125. Good work, good work. That is our vertex. That is our vertex. Now, is it a max or a min? Oh, yeah, you guys knew. You knew this was a positive, and it had to be another happy one. He's happy, happy, and has a min. So it's a minimum, because it's at the bottom of the smiley face. Your axis of symmetry. You're like, Mr. Tokar, give me a challenge. The axis of symmetry is always at the x value. X equals 2.5. Great job, great job. Your y-intercept is always found by plugging in 0. Plug in 0. So you did 1/2 times 0 minus 1 times 0 minus 4. When you plug that in, because you plugged it into your calculator and you tried it, you got +2. +2. Great job, great job. Not just +2, but the point 0.02. Always have a 0 in our y-intercept for x. Your x-intercepts, you're like, come on, it's just P and Q. That's all you have to remember. Our P was 1 and our Q was 4. See? 1, 4. Those are the intercepts. So we have x equals 1 and 4. Final answer. We made it. We got through all of our slides. We'll look at that. We did it. Excellent. Good job. Draw yourself a happy quadratic. Fill out your notes and have a good day without me.